Welcome to TV News. Millions will get £700 payouts from car finance scandal as FCA reveals compensation details. Millions of consumers could be eligible for an average of £700 in compensation after the city watchdog set out plans to compensate them over the car finance scandal. The Financial Conduct Authority said payouts to people who were sold unfair loans could start next year. It said banks could be forced to pay back £8.2 billion to consumers, with motorists being compensated an average of around £700 per agreement. The scheme will cover motor finance agreements taken out between April 2007 and November 2024, where commission was paid from the lender to the broker. The FCA said that 14.2 million agreements, 44% of those made during the period, were likely to be considered unfair. Some motorists may have had multiple agreements during the period and may get more than one payout. Nikhil Reddy, chief executive of the FCA, said, "Many motor finance lenders did not comply with the law or the rules. Now we have legal clarity. It's time their customers get fair compensation. Our scheme aims to be simple for people to use and lenders to implement." The FCA expects around 84% of eligible consumers will take part in the scheme, but that in the very unlikely event of 100% take-up, firms would owe up to £9.7 billion in redress. The scandal, which has been dubbed PPI on Wheels, is focused on secret commissions paid by lenders to car dealers as part of a personal contract purchase (PCP) and hire purchase (HP) agreements between 2007 and 2021. In August, 5 judges at the Supreme Court dealt a blow to millions of drivers hoping for payouts when they ruled that no being aware of commission was not enough to count as mis-selling. But it added that car owners could still claim if they met certain conditions. The FCA said in August that it would look into launching a redress scheme, and today revealed details of this. To qualify, the FCA said agreements would involve inadequate disclosure of one or more of a so-called discretionary commission arrangement, high commission of more than 35% of the total credit cost and 10% of the loan, contractual ties that gave a lender exclusivity, or a right of first refusal. Mr. Reddy said, "We recognize that there will be a wide range of views on the scheme, its scope, time frame, and how compensation is calculated. On such a complex issue, not everyone will get everything they would like. But we want to work together on the best possible scheme and draw a line under this issue quickly. That certainty is vital, so a trusted motor finance market can continue to serve millions of families every year." How the car finance compensation scheme will work. The Financial Conduct Authority said, the scheme would cover motor finance agreements taken out between April 6, 2007 and November 1, 2024, where commission was payable by the lender to the broker. Those who are concerned they weren't told key details about their motor finance arrangement, for example, about commission payments, should complain to their lender now if they haven't done so already. 4 in 10, 41%, of those who've had motor finance agreements and know about possible compensation are unaware they needn't use a claims management or law firm to make a claim. However, there's no need, as people can submit their own complaint using a template letter on the FCA's website. Those who choose to use a claims manager or law firm could lose a significant amount of any compensation owed. Once the proposed scheme goes live, lenders will contact those who have already complained. If they don't hear back after 1 month, lenders will assume they should review the case. Those who have already complained before the scheme gets up and running are likely to receive compensation faster. Those who haven't complained will be contacted by their lender within 6 months of the scheme starting. People will be asked if they want to opt into the scheme to have their case reviewed. They'll have 6 months to decide. Those motor finance borrowers who don't receive a letter, for example, because lenders no longer have their details and can't trace them, will have a year from the scheme starting to make a claim. They will be able to do so by making a claim to their lender directly. If consumers don't know who their lender was, there's information on how to check on the FCA website. The FCA will run an advertising campaign to raise awareness of the scheme. People will only receive compensation under the scheme proposed if they weren't told details of at least one of 3 arrangements between the lender and the broker who sold the loan, often a car dealer, which are found in some motor finance agreements. 1. A discretionary commission arrangement, which allowed the broker to adjust the interest rate the customer would pay to obtain a higher commission. 2. A high commission arrangement, 35% of the total cost of credit and 10% of the loan. 3. A contractual arrangement or tie between the lender and broker, which provided exclusive or near-exclusive rights to lenders to provide credit. There could be rare circumstances in which a lender may be able to show that even if one or more of these features was undisclosed, that there was no unfairness. Where evidence is missing about what was disclosed, lenders must presume that they didn't give borrowers enough information. Consumers can choose not to take part in the FCA's compensation scheme and instead go to court, where they may get more or less compensation based on the facts of their case. However, the outcome of a court claim is uncertain, and accounting for legal fees they may pay, many consumers could end up with less. The FCA scheme is also likely to be faster and simpler than going to court. That's all for now on TV News. We'll continue to follow these stories and bring you updates as they happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay informed. Thanks for watching.